We good.
Supposed to.
We good. We good.
There was this.
You measure it by sticking your leg out.
Yeah.
And then that's
Can
like
you
how
touch it?
far your face should be.
Not arms distance, it's leg distance. Is it
Have
like
you guys
full body?
watched,
Early radio hosts were primarily armless.
Is that why
Is that
they're in
true?
the radio business? No one could see.
Is that true?
I don't know.
Almost certainly not.
There were a lot of people back then that didn't have arms, though. That's a fact.
But
More common because of grain
The war.
machines, wars.
grain machines.
Grain
That's true.
machines. Well, no, I mean,
Doors were a lot more.
It was
dangerous.
the food industry.
Doors
back then. You
were
could use
just
a lot more
chopping
than
arms
just
off
fingers
left and
back
right.
then.
Doors?
Yeah, they didn't know how to dull the edges, so they were razor sharp.
So the doors we have now are less sharp?
There's a
Still
very
pretty
advanced
sharp.
technology to get those
Yeah.
flat edges.
I know.
Rounded edges.
I've gotten some pretty nasty door jams
And then
before, but-
Edward Sandpaper invented sandpaper and saved thousands of lives.
I think it was Sandpaper
Do you-
Johnson. I
Do
don't
you
think it was
think
Edward
he
Sandpaper.
thought of the name first? Or
Well, he came up with it, then he died because of a door that he had not dulled yet. And
that's true.
and his estate decided, you know what, this
This great invention. It should be named after the. If only it were for sandpaper, we could have dulled these edges a long
so
time
they
ago.
call it Edward Paper from then on.
I don't believe the main conspiracy though.
That's like toilets
about how he died.
were originally called John's because of King John.
Uh-huh.
That's from
Well,
Robin
people
Hood
say
Men
that he
Tights.
got killed by George Washington because of his invention, but no, it was just
King John?
No, George Washington killed Edward Sandpaper.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Now I'm confused.
No, okay. So you know how everyone says John F. Kennedy was not killed by John Wilkes Booth in the. I'm just kidding.
Do people say that? I mean, I know people say that.
Well, that's the first conspiracy. The second conspiracy is that John F. Kennedy is still alive and he didn't kill himself.
He didn't kill himself?
Wow.
That doesn't make any sense.
I passed all my history classes. I'll have you
Oh,
know.
well, that's not something I can say.
Really?
Yeah, oh yeah. For sure.
Yeah.
I see. I don't know. Yeah.
I didn't care about school. I thought I was smarter than everyone.
Yeah.
And I had a short attention span.
Yeah.
Actually, the third was Lee Harvey Oswald our 16th president or 17th president?
Yes.
Yeah.
Both, because
He was?
he
Oh, he
killed
got-
the other one.
And that's how the presidency works. If you kill the president, you get to become
That's how it should.
And that's what's going
That's
on
how
with
it should be.
Obama.
Yeah. He killed someone.
He's trying to kill all the killers
All the not
to
presidents?
make a martial law. That way he's going to be president forever.
I think he has a conspiracy to not be black anymore. And he's
His
very
plan
slowly-
is to eradicate crime like some sort of monster, and then no one will ever be killed again,
Yeah.
and then he'll live forever.
That's socialism.
Uh-huh. That's the definition.
And he'll live forever.
Mm-hmm.
Because why?
Because he's like a proponent of education, and
So? That makes you live forever?
Some scientist was going to invent it.
I love education. That makes me live forever.
No, education doesn't make you live forever. It's the application of
education.
Not directly.
It's the indirect application of education
That makes you live forever.
that will you will achieve immortality.
Okay.
Please support your local school system.
Can I go back to school, actually? I would love to support them that way. Instead of donating money, I just go back to school and start paying for it and everything.
What?
Not college, I mean like grade school. I've had weird dreams about that, actually, where I'm back in grade school. I know everybody knows.
I've been out of school for a long
But
time.
I'm
I
this
still have
age
nightmares.
with younger kids, and it really fucks with me because I feel like such a failure in those dreams.
So like Billy Madison.
Yeah, but that's not what I'm thinking of when I'm dreaming. I think my life is
You
really
look,
about
you look
Adam Sandler.
a bit like Adam Sandler.
I look like a lot of shit. Everyone, I've had. People
I don't think
say-
you look like shit, Andy.
He looks like a lot of shit.
I've had people say I look like Matt Damon's the biggest one, and then
Of course.
and
The
then
Damo.
Mark Wahlberg, and then Justin Long,
Wally.
and then when I was younger, Ashton
Justin
Kutcher.
Long. That's a good one.
What? That's what people said.
I'm saying that's a good one.
Yeah.
People used to say I looked like Will Wheaton.
No.
Yeah?
What?
He's a short person, isn't he?
Michael's short.
When my beard was shorter. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's a dungeon master too.
Really?
Yeah, he does a podcast.
Huh.
He's a pretty inventive.
You hear what's going on
dungeon
outside?
master. We do not have the best sound
Oh, what's
installation.
going on?
No, I hear people screaming and yelling. Or wait, maybe a couple
No,
laughs.
don't look out. Don't look out.
Why can't I look
It
out?
might be my neighbors, dude.
In case anybody doesn't know, Drew lives in the hood. If he doesn't want me looking out his window at night,
No, it's because they're my neighbors, and then
they'll see
I'll
that
have to talk to them.
you live here. They're going to be.
And when they
aware
see you,
that
they're going to
somebody
think you're
lives
way
in this
taller and
house.
be like, oh, you're not as tall as the guy who was in
Why
the
were you
window.
looking at us? Why were you wearing
Yeah.
glasses?
Yeah. What happened to your
What
beard?
gives you the right to look out that window?
Eavesdrop on our conversation in the middle of the street.
Oh boy.
Yeah. What? What? They sound like that.
That's pretty, I think they're white people.
I know. I'm just saying they
It's
sound like
the
that.
hair club for movies.
Louder.
Hair
Crank it.
club for movies.
I don't know if I'm picking this up.
Watch the movies, 'cause we love to watch movies.
It's the Hair Club for movies. My name's Drew.
My name's Michael.
I'm Andrew.
That's just going to if we actually have a listener, you're going to confuse them right off the bat.
I know. That's why I do that.
Why?
It's already confusing.
That's why I
It's
do
Drew
that.
and
I
Andrew.
do it every
I
time.
like to alienate our fans.
It's Andrew and Drew. All right, it's already confusing.
Andrew and Drew B. That's why we use his initial.
It doesn't matter, guys.
Drew B. No one. We don't call him that.
Yeah, we do.
We call him Drew.
Drew
and we know
B.
who we're talking about.
So this is Andrew complaining, and Drew B plays the keyboard.
And Michael just looks at the computer. That's what this
Okay,
is.
so
This week.
we watched my movie pick.
Mm-hmm.
It was from.
I thought it was
wait,
called Escape from Tomorrowland.
No, it was Escape
heard-
from Tomorrow.
Okay.
I don't think they could use anything copyrighted
Yeah,
by Disney.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you
I was about to
notice
say.
that even when
Escape
they said
from
Disney,
Tomorrow.
they bleeped it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I have notes, but I completely forgot. But it's fine, we don't really need them.
I was gonna start taking notes, but
I wrote one note card worth of notes.
nice.
Because it's kind of, I mean, it's like
It's memorable.
yeah.
Good
okay,
Lord,
so
was it memorable.
okay, so I just want to say right now, I actually did enjoy this movie.
Good.
Did?
I know that Michael did not, but
Oh, really?
I
Yeah.
hated it.
Oh, good.
Well, wait.
when I say enjoy it, it's not like I loved it, but
You didn't think
I
it was
was
good, but you enjoyed yourself.
I was confused by it, mostly.
oh yeah,
the ending-
everyone was.
It didn't really make any sense,
Yeah.
No.
but it was cool.
No, okay. I think the reason I liked it, halfway liked it, it was, I think because I already knew how they made it, which is interesting
Right.
enough. For
Sure.
me to
That's
keep
why
watching.
I was excited to watch it for that reason.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
had decently high hopes
Uh-huh.
about the movie.
I mean,
Sorry.
and it.
Sorry to interrupt you.
That's fine.
The things they accomplished
Mhm.
are amazing, and
Seriously, yeah.
and there's
I don't know if I'd
obvious-
say amazing.
I think so, because
were-
there's obviously some
You need the background
shit
knowledge of
that
how they
like.
made it.
Oh, you know. I
Yeah.
mean, all you know is that.
Yeah.
Yeah, why don't you go ahead and tell our thousands of listeners?
Oh yeah. Well, I thought we covered that, but like, yeah.
Yeah, in the last.
So they filmed it.
They
yeah,
filmed it in Disneyland, Disney World,
Mhm.
like,
but they got
without
kicked
the
out of
permission.
Disneyland
Yeah,
and banned, and they had to move to Disney World
Yeah.
to finish the movie.
yeah, I think that's actually
that's why you end up finding out that it's at Disney World.
Yeah.
I thought it was at Disneyland, but it doesn't really matter.
They probably have scenes.
No, they have. They definitely. Some of the little trolley car.
Yeah.
Swan. Whatever those rides are called.
I read an article that said that, like, I mean, they use shots from both, so
Yeah.
there are things that are in
You
one
can see
that
like
aren't in the
Dumbo,
other.
and you can
Yeah.
see like the Seven Dwarves from like Snow White, and yeah, I think I really liked it because I had really high hopes actually when I turned it on, and the intro was actually really the music pairing with like the the shots through the tunnels, like it going to black and then it coming out to like the Amazing Wonderland.
And then his head getting cut off.
Yeah, I really liked the shots and the tension that each of the angles they were using they knew how to build tension. Just it wasn't leading towards anything rational.
It just happened, and it didn't reference that at all later on.
I know,
it's like an art film, you know. It's like,
I know.
It's just
I got that.
stuff.
And even better, I think I really liked this film because it looked like they were just fucking having a lot of fun with it. Like they were just doing things they wanted to do, not for a particular story, but because they're young filmmakers and they were like, "This."
It's just one guy, and he hasn't made anything else.
Yeah,
was the guy an actor in it?
I watched a thing with Vice, and he's like a local actor, like he's just nobody.
Oh yeah, I'd never seen him before.
He's just a dude, like a local actor type. It's the same thing that Kevin Smith did with Clerks and shit, like non-actors and local actors.
This is obviously a passion project because they took a huge risk by doing that.
You're not gonna, and if you had named people or well-known actors at all, then that would take something away from me. You know?
Yeah, it's an interesting film, and I'm like, I would love to have done it myself if that makes sense.
Yeah,
it's something
I'm like,
that while I'm watching it, it's
rad.
like shit. I wish I did shit like this. This is awesome. There were a couple of scenes that did make it look amateur though, like.
When they had to use the green screen?
Yeah, the green screen was so noticeable.
Well, the thing is, with that...
It sucks.
It's like, if you watch movies, old black and white Disney movies, they look like backdrops, but what they did, they didn't just have a green screen. I mean, they had a green screen and it was like acting just as a backdrop. Yeah. But they had people walking, you know, at different depths.
Yeah, so there were layers.
But they were using the same technique. They were trying to...
Yeah.
Because they knew that. I mean, I'm assuming that they must have known that like this is going to be obvious.
Yeah, we are.
So you might as well take advantage of it and use the style and work within the style that we're using. I think that's why.
I just assumed they ran out of money and they couldn't get back into the parks.
Absolutely.
I'm sure that's part
I'm saying that's definitely the reason. I'm saying that was the reason, but they knew they had to work within those restraints and they had to make something of it. So I'm saying I think that's cool.
Yeah, I think the amateur part. I remember not like because the way they made the movie. It's the acting in it was it was really believable and like I was truly convinced that these are real people and not actors. Yeah. But then there's moments like when you're like, oh no, this is like an amateur actor in a movie, and I'm like, I like it just like hits me right there. I'm like, oh, I know what I'm watching again. Damn it, I'm like taken out of it, but. He was like in the back of one of the rides with his wife, and he was trying to kiss his wife.
He's like, "Come on!"
That's one of the notes I have. That's the top one. Awkward scene where dad tries to kiss mom on ride.
He tries like
she acted really weird about it.
Yeah, it didn't make any sense.
Well, that was also poor editing. Like they didn't need.
I think they didn't need
They didn't need to stretch it so far. It could have been one moment where he tries to kiss her.
Yeah,
and then she doesn't.
I feel like a lot of it played more like a comedy, like a really twisted comedy.
Yeah.
You know, that's why they put shots in there like that. Like it's fucking weird and it builds tension, you know? And it makes you laugh because it's so fucking
well, it adds like an atmosphere of just
bizarre
strange
shit.
Yeah, it's very
right
bizarre.
after that, isn't it right after that
where he starts hallucinating?
Yeah.
Oh, and the fucking cat flu. Man, parts of this movie are coming back to me.
That cat flu, that shit was amazing.
I love, like, the nurses that act like they have to keep it a secret, but they're so concerned about all the visitors.
Yeah.
And that one is, like, nearly crying.
But she's clearly, like, overacting, like, melodrama acting.
Yeah.
It just I feel like it works within the style though, and it's fine with me. That like has a lot of bad acting.
I just think there were too many strings in this movie that didn't get tied up. Like they didn't.
And they were never connected.
This
in the first
draft
place.
probably went through so many different, or the script went through so many different drafts, and they never really decided on like a couple of things to focus on.
Yeah.
So they were like, well, we're gonna have. The weird story about the woman that used to be a Disney princess and now is like a witch. So we're going to have the story about the weird scientists inside the Epcot sphere and the coolest part where the thing goes on his head.
He just wanted to say all the coolest parts from the script.
Yeah,
or maybe they all just had to work within the shots that they got, too.
That could be.
Is another thing.
It felt
and I think also he kind of just went out to make like just some cool looking shit, some weird shit. Which
are there any other
fine.
films that are made like this that you know of?
Like what?
Without permission.
Like shot illegally.
Yeah.
Sure. I mean, all the time,
actually.
like within indie movie. I know a lot of Harmony Korine stuff is shot illegally, and like in strange ways, like with non-actors and stuff.
Yeah.
Especially like his early shit, and especially like his shorts and like.
That's how I would do it.
Like Gummo and Kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how else to start as a movie maker. Like, you can't...
Yeah, it's cheaper for one thing.
Yeah, it's cheaper, and you have more of an involvement with what you're doing instead of, like, relying on other people's talents.
Tim and Eric and, like, Eric Andre, they went out and they would, like, film bizarre shit out, like, without permission.
Like, it was their, skin on the line, basically. It wasn't like they had permission, and it wasn't that they knew what they were doing necessarily. I like that.
Or like the Jackass dudes, any of those guys.
It has to be like an amazing thrill to do that.
Yeah.
To like, and also have something come out of it, and not just get in trouble for it, and then like,
Well, it's like skateboarding and shit too, man. Like you go out and find a spot. You're not supposed to be there. You're fucking up their property. You're filming it. Yeah. Maybe
you just do it for as long as you can get away with it.
Yeah. And then you leave.
Move on.
Because what are they gonna do? Mm-hmm. I mean, if they really want to press charges, they will. But like takes a lot more effort than
as long as you don't hurt anyone or break anything really expensive.
And especially in like a movie, like if you're not making them that much money, if nobody sees it, then nobody's gonna hassle you for like being. Oh, I'm in the background and you didn't censor my face out. Like, if you're making an indie movie, it's not going to make shit anyways.
Yeah.
I do feel like see it and people are going to hassle you.
There was actually sorry to interrupt, but same law
Yeah.
that allows like the paparazzos to take photos of people and publish them for money probably applies here.
I was actually
like if you're in a public place.
I wonder how that works because like sometimes people have, if you're like interacting with them directly, you might have to
get their permission. Or
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There was some court case in the 50s.
But yeah, with paparazzi, I don't understand how that works.
Yeah, there's got to be something that
some loophole.
There was some famous like photographer that put like a camera on like a ladder in the middle of New York or something like that, and would take pictures of people. Like there was some, I think it might have been a motion sensor, or he might have been a little bit farther away with like a little clicker so that he wasn't right next to the camera. And the goal of his project was to like get genuine people's faces and not have them know that they're being photographed. And this was like in the 50s or 60s. And one guy saw his photo in like an art gallery and then sued the photographer. And I forget what the name of the court case was or the name of the photographer. I forget most of the thing about the story, but I'm pretty sure this has been resolved already. And then
that sounds familiar now that you're saying it.
This was, people, you can have your likeness taken as long as it's not being presented in a slanderous way or like made lots of money off of or something like that. I don't know.
It's the same way with like brands and music and whatever.
Yeah. Like if there's a home video that has a Coca-Cola bottle in it and you show it to someone.
Right.
Then you're not going to
whatever.
There's like a there's like a varying range
start
of
trying
judgment.
to make money off of it, that's when there's any trouble.
But still, I'm sure there's a line. Like you could do it. And
there's a big gray area, but when large amounts of money start getting involved, that's when people are going to start suing because they see like
you're profiting off of
this
thing.
Well, no, they see that they can actually make money off of even trying to prosecute you. They're not going to prosecute someone who only has like $1,000 in the bank account.
Unless you're an asshole like Metallica.
Yeah.
And
you have no fucking class.
Well, Lars,
I used to like Metallica when I was a kid.
I mean, I like some early Metallica all day. Kill 'Em All is a great album.
I never listened to Metallica.
That doesn't surprise me.
It shouldn't. I don't know why the fuck I would ever listen to them. I mean, since we're on the topic, I used to fucking love punk rock and what is it like? Bands like
Sum 41.
Yeah. angsty teen music. And do you know why I don't like that music anymore?
It's bad.
No, that's not necessarily it. It's just I just don't connect on that level anymore. The emotions that come out of that music, I just glide off.
You don't feel a lot
anymore?
I feel a lot still.
No, I feel a lot more I feel I don't want to sound
Please
like
tell me
I'm...
that's a line from a Blink-182
it is.
lyric.
I'm not trying to sound
I feel
pretentious, but I feel like
It's the album.
what I'm going through is a little deeper than girls are cute and I
Sure.
want them.
Sure.
Yeah.
There's a lot of like
and I'm not popular,
emo shit
so,
that's not so
I'm gonna
that's
scream
not
now.
just teenager shit though. But yeah, Sum 41 is
I still like
pretty
rock bands, but not that kind of genre.
Yeah, I can handle some rock
sad
and
people
roll.
stuff. You don't like sad
Well, I
music?
love the sad stuff is what I
I was
like.
gonna say.
But real sad stuff, not like I'm crying to
Right.
myself and I want people to know I'm doing this.
Yeah.
I love real. I was listening to Duke Ellington the other day, and I'm starting to realize that is so fucking beautiful. It's so beautiful. It's profound sadness. This like really famous artist growing up during the most racist part of America, and he's expressing himself through his music. It's amazing.
I believe you're being genuine. I
Yeah.
just realized that it's really hard to claim that you really love like classic jazz and not sound so pretentious.
I know. That's why I started this statement with saying I'm not trying to be pretentious.
I believe you.
Why can't I enjoy that music?
I'm not
No,
saying
everyone should
absolutely.
be
You can be able to enjoy
Go
any.
ahead and enjoy it.
Exactly, yeah.
You do you.
Yeah.
Despite
It's not just
me-
that. It's not just that. It's also classical music, because I've been talking about that for like the past 5 years. Like I love the score in this film was amazing too. They actually did implement.
I think they won some awards.
Yeah.
Really? That's
I'm not kidding. Like the accompanying tracks. I don't know if they produced them themselves.
No, I think they did because I read something where they won or were nominated for the score, so they must have been.
The tracks they chose really made the movie
and it was
much
all
better.
very like Disney.
Yeah. No, it was a compliment
related.
to what you're seeing on the screen.
Yeah,
It wasn't.
it was all in the same.
It wasn't trying to project a mood onto you. It
set a tone
the pairing
for
of
the movie. That's
drew
why
out
I
of the movie.
think like some of the weird comedy and some of the melodramatic acting works because they're using those classical.
It's a ridiculous
classic Disney score.
At least the way I saw it, when they chose the right spot, the right setting for that kind of theme, because Disney is like the epitome of kitsch and cliche happiness, if that makes sense, and the fact
happiest
that
place on earth, man.
yeah, exactly. Like the setting, I probably haven't said this before, but the setting in every movie is like, it matters why you're telling the story in this place, because the environment is supposed to actually be the main
be a
proponent.
character.
Well, and
why they're in tension, why there's a conflict. The conflict is supposed to be from the setting, basically, from the
And
place
any
you're from.
flaws or negativity in Disney World is quickly covered up. Like that's
I mean, even the making
first
of this movie.
rule. Even if you throw up inside one of the mascot outfits, you're not supposed to take it off until you get behind. There's like specific gates.
There's
and
like
walls.
there's like blinders that people come out
true.
and like put up like as if someone died. It's like oh shit,
Cast members only.
Yeah.
I got to go behind the scenes when I was in the marching band in high school, and we got to use like the dressing rooms that actors or people would have used to set up for the parade.
Wow.
And they were very strict about cameras. And I'm sure today, like with everybody having a camera in their pocket on their cell phone.
Oh, it's impossible to
yeah, it would be
that.
a lot harder. But once you get behind like the wall, it just looks like it was like a nice trailer park, Like
That's pretty much it. That's pretty much what
higher end
Disneyland
trailer
is.
park.
Yeah.
Disneyland is just a nice trailer park.
But it's crazy how well hidden it was. I remember there was like a creek that ran along like just beyond the trailers in the parking lot, and I was like, it's crazy that you would never think 200 yards in one direction when you're inside the park that there would be an actual creek, like a natural flowing source of water anywhere near this totally unnatural place.
Because they're siphoning off all of the people's happiness, and it just turns into liquid, and they're using it for fuel.
Mickey juice.
Mickey juice.
Yeah, for Mickey juice.
What is that? No. Wait. What is Mickey juice?
Mickey juice is lube. You just
Because they use it on you.
Wait, is it called Mickey juice because Mickey is
Mickey's
like if you slip someone a
juice?
Mickey, that's like slipping. What is it?
Mickey's is a malt liquor.
It's definitely for slipping something.
Mickey.
I'll tell you what.
No, a Mickey. I've never heard the term slipping a Mickey.
I know what you mean.
I have
Okay,
not.
yeah.
I have
It's a
not.
very,
You've never
you
heard
got
that?
slipped
No.
a Mickey at Care Bar.
Oh.
That's what we're talking
about.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
So if it's Mickey
God.
juice, that's man.
Oh my God.
Disney's
Guys,
behind
everyone.
Allred.
Everyone, do not drink Mickey juice.
Alert the presence.
Alert the media.
What does Mickey juice look like actually? Is it clear? Or is it white?
It's
or is it black and white?
It's black and white and red all over.
Yeah.
Hey, that reminds me.
Let's
my
talk
favorite,
about more of this movie.
my favorite part of the movie is actually the movie poster.
Yeah,
I
you
love
told me
it.
that,
It's
yeah.
great.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's really cool. It's just Mickey's gloved hand reaching up and blood.
On
Well, I was
Or
under the
ketchup.
impression there was going to be a lot more.
I was
like,
hoping it'd
scary
be scarier.
shit, yeah.
I really wanted it to be.
It's just
the weird stuff didn't start happening
creepy
until
shit.
the last 20 minutes. Of
I
the movie.
know the dad was supposed to be a creep, but I wish they would have chosen girls that were like 2 or 3 years older.
I was about to say that actually.
Like
What?
that really.
That makes it even creepier.
I know, but he
it's
still
hard-
would have
it's-
been a creep if they were 18-year-old girls. That
Yeah,
didn't
but
have braces.
it's the point is it's
Mhm.
it's supposed to. I'm sure they're
Yeah.
trying to make you feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Because they're
Very
like
much.
they're probably older than they seem. I would hope.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's not like anything happened. It was just his all in his head.
Yeah, but he like followed them around. For a long time.
and
No,
one
but
of them.
think about how often that happens, though.
that doesn't-
Probably happens a lot.
That does not make it okay. Or
I didn't say it
anything.
made it okay. I'm just saying they were depicting something that probably fucking happens.
Oh,
in Disney World.
sure, and
Yeah.
probably worse happens at Disney World.
Well,
Death.
I mean, word.
Decapitation. Oh, that shit. By the way, that decapitation scene in the opening.
Oh
sequence,
yeah, and the rope.
It's based on.
Oh no, never mind.
A true story. In that.
Oh yeah.
That roller coaster, whatever
a
the fuck
myth,
it's
though.
called.
That's
No,
a
it's
myth.
true.
That can't be
Someone
true.
died on it.
I think we're talking about what Big Smoky,
Big Thunder Mountain
Big
or some
Thunder-
shit.
If
Thunder Mountain.
someone was fucking decapitated, the whole
They weren't
park-
decapitated. They weren't decapitated.
Oh, okay,
They
that's-
died on it, and the urban legend was they were decapitated.
That's what I'm talking about.
But yeah, they
That's
actually did die on it because
Oh, I'm
of the
sure.
ride.
I'm sure.
For some reason.
Well, I mean, you could. Yeah, it's a fucking.
But-
It's a roller coaster. People die
Yeah.
more often than I'm. comfortable
Somebody
with
died in
going on
fucking
roller coasters
Cedar
for.
Point or Kings Island.
Yeah.
Like super recently.
I still love roller coasters.
I do
like. You know
not.
what's funny?
I love it.
You know, I've been accused of being a pussy of sorts.
Oh.
So
Who
not
would
by
say-
you.
well, who would
I
say
don't
that?
know. People who know me really well,
People.
actually. Yeah.
Just people.
Just people who know everything about me. But
And myself, actually.
I don't call myself a pussy. No, I have the same theory about roller coasters that I do with like flying or diving with fucking sharks.
That is
Just-
scary.
Yes, that it's scary. That's everyone shares that. That's why people do
I
it.
disagree. I
But-
love flying on airplanes. That shit
I do
is
too.
tight.
I haven't swam with a shark, but I would probably
Yeah.
like that too.
The reason everyone has the same argument. It's like the odds of you dying are so low, and I'm like, no, people have died before. Just because it might not be me,
I would just be the
the
lower
fact that
number
it's possible
of-
on the ride that I can't escape from.
Well,
I
it's-
don't want to be there.
It's probably statistically more dangerous for you to drive your car in the city.
Yeah, it probably is.
That's why I don't drive.
But you know what the
cars.
difference is? The difference is that I have control.
You don't, but you don't have control over every variable.
Yeah.
I have control over what my situation is. If I
This conversation is pretty much everything that goes on in my mind
Yeah.
on a day-to-day basis.
No, I'm trying to express my fears in a safe. Is this a safe place?
I don't know.
Should I leave?
It's on the
I
internet
mean, you
forever.
can say whatever you want. I'll just be.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
making the
Are you making
thing.
the Eiffel Tower?
I don't know.
Oh, are you being supportive?
Oh my god. You know how I would have threw up in my mouth if I saw people doing that with the string and stuff, like on their
shut up.
Facebook profiles.
Oh no!
God,
with the
wait,
fucking
people did
French
that?
filter.
No, I'm just saying I would have.
You would have
I
thrown
would've-
up in your
yes,
mouth.
I would have fucking puked and
So, okay.
reconsidered being on Facebook.
Yeah.
What's another part that was cool? Oh, when he
Um,
had that thing on his head.
That was really cool.
There was
Epcot,
there was some interesting
Like that imagery was awesome. I thought it was cool. I just wish there was. I don't expect all my questions to be answered, but I
I
wanted
did wish
more.
that.
I
went
wish that
somewhere.
one of my questions would have been
Yeah,
answered.
something.
Yeah, I mean,
There was build and then it tapered
And then
off.
at the end, like, what's the thing with his fucking foot? The cut on his foot.
It just looks gross.
He acted crazy about it though. Like he would not clean it or put a fresh bandage. And when he was filling his sock with water and like squeezing out the bloody water, I was just like, oh my god, man, just put a fucking Band-Aid on.
It's not that hard. Just rinse it out. Rinse off your foot instead of the sock.
Oh my god.
I'm sure that was symbolic of something.
That's what,
like a wound that he chooses to ignore instead
there's
of
a
mend.
Sure,
you're giving it a little too much credit.
But whether he meant that or not, there's something to be said about movies that are like that, where it's like everything is like a symbol for something else, and it's kind of just like.
No, you're just
saying
up.
shit.
Yeah, you're making it up.
Yeah,
you're putting it in there yourself.
But with this one, it's like. Even if they were doing that, I don't really care because it just looks cool.
Yeah, I know.
And I'm impressed by it.
The reasons I like it was because it was amateur.
Yeah,
and it was like in terms of an amateur movie, it was much more entertaining than
it's
like
very.
Other people's.
And I hate this term, but it has its place. It's
Uh-huh.
very punk rock.
Yeah,
like they made a. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
I just
I
wish
fucking hate
went
that
against
term.
they went
I would
against the
say-
grain, but I think it came out.
This is what I want to say.
Well. Yeah.
Every movie could probably be broken down into like a few standout important categories: acting, directing, editing.
Yeah, editing is very
writing.
underrated.
I just wish that one of those things was good. I wish one of them was good. I
The
wish
cinematography was
I don't think it was that good.
I think
no. I'm saying for what they had. All of this
it's
is
all
in the
about
context
its context
of what they
and
had.
the concept.
Yeah.
All of this is in the bubble.
You don't have to be good.
That they're not professionals.
That's the thing about like what
they're on their way to be.
One of the Ramones said like you don't have to be good to to play punk rock or whatever. You don't have to be good at an instrument to play punk rock. Or maybe none of them said it. Maybe it's bullshit. Maybe you actually do have to be good.
I mean, I think
maybe it's just an excuse people make in order to make shitty music. But I think it's true sometimes. Like maybe you don't necessarily have to be good at anything, but you can still say something, and maybe that something doesn't mean shit. Yeah. But like it's still worth watching.
I think technical talent is a lot different than
instinct,
observable talent.
Yeah.
Like the reason I like Lou Reed over Stevie Ray Vaughan. Like these, they're obviously one's a better musician.
They both have soul though, right?
Yeah.
Lou Reed's heroin's the difference probably.
Yeah, that is
the difference.
So a few of my other notes don't make sense now because I watched this movie.
No,
read them
just
aloud.
Just say it.
Read them aloud.
Just say it.
Yeah.
All right.
Read that whole card.
Well, the first one I already said. Awkward scene where dad tries to kiss mom on the ride and she acted very weird about it.
Okay.
Where the hell do you find a banana in the theme park?
Oh, that's a good question. When the girls were eating the bananas.
There's no fucking bananas in theme
no one's
parks.
selling fresh fruit there.
Well, I think that those girls were like sirens or something.
Yeah,
that was
you're right. They're not. They were not supposed to be real teenage girls.
Yeah,
that's something I think that was. If that went somewhere, I thought that was.
And another thing was the fact that his wife, the mother, she started seeing shit.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah.
But then they never mentioned it again.
Did that have anything to do with the cat flu? Did the cat flu make you...
Maybe yeah. Well, the idea is that cats are tripping balls all the time, right?
Yeah.
Because they always have DMT in their brain or whatever the fuck.
I didn't know that.
The nip, the cat.
Whether it's DMT or whatever it is, there's a chemical in their brain. That's why cats are freaking the fuck out.
That's why their piss fucking smells like shit, and dog piss doesn't smell like anything.
Oh.
Well, yeah, and catnip makes it
react.
It's basically like weed for cats or whatever, a hallucinogen, accelerator for cats, right? Exactly. I guess that's what the understood idea. But she started seeing shit, led the faces on and whatever, and the dad did too, and he fucking whatever the fuck happened to him.
Yeah.
So maybe she just ended up catching it, and you don't see what happens.
Yeah.
But like, there was one scene, and nothing else got paid off.
I do like when they were taking his body out, like all the people handling his body had the Mickey gloves on. I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah, I guess I like that. But the whole last like 20 minutes, did you notice how it's an hour and a half long, and it goes to black and says Act 2 with about 25 minutes?
Yeah, no, I did notice that. I was like,
no, it says intermission.
Intermission.
Oh, I thought it said Act 2.
No, it says intermission, and then he's inside of the Epcot Globe.
But there was no need for that.
Yeah.
I wish they would have held it. You know what I mean? Like for like 5 minutes or something.
Yeah.
That would have been like
Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Yeah. It's like I was like, oh shit, cool, and then it was over. I was like, I wanted them to hold it. Yeah. If you're gonna do it, fucking do it.
Oh, you mean? Are you saying you wanted that to be like Monty Python, where it's the end of the movie?
No, like hold for intermission.
Okay, yeah.
For a while.
They did that in Mad. It's a Mad World too.
No,
because that was a long ass fucking movie.
What is that? Who?
You've never seen that movie?
I haven't seen it either.
Is it?
Are you guys
Woody
joking?
Allen?
No.
No.
Okay, that's gonna be my next pick. Holy shit!
What is it?
I'm not telling you then. I'm not telling you.
It's not your pick.
It's a movie from the '60s. It had just about every comedian from the '60s in it.
Okay.
And you need to watch it. It's a great movie. It's my dad's fucking favorite movie.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. No, it's funny. It's funny. No, okay. Here's another question.
Sure it is.
Here's a question. Have you all? I hate that I'm asking this.
Here's a tip: when you're trying to convince someone of something, don't sound desperate about it.
Yeah, don't like.
I swear.
Have you seen Rat Race?
I swear to God, you'll laugh.
Have either of you seen Rat Race?
Nope.
Yeah, when I was a kid.
I have seen it.
That movie sucks. That movie sucks.
With Mr. Bean.
It's a Mad World was based off of.
Oh, sounds great.
Or was
It's based off Rat Race.
Rat Race was based off It's a Mad World.
Mr. Bean was based off of Rat Race.
I love Mr. Bean.
Me too.
Rowan Atkinson. Oh man,
he's good.
I watched that
when I was a kid.
Yeah,
we're just steamrolling you right now. When I was a kid,
It's a good movie.
I loved PBS, and I would watch Mr. Bean.
Yeah,
all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And Red Green.
I had.
Mr. Bean's actually mentally retarded in real life.
There's part of the reason I'm not allowed to go back to church anymore. Like my family doesn't even ask me, is because there's a famous Mr. Bean sketch where he's in church, and I don't remember exactly. It's a lot of physical humor. Like he has a mint. At one point he sneezes into his pocket and like wipes his nose on it, then tucks it back into his pants. So there's the climax is this one song that's a real like church song.
Yeah.
And they play it at most Catholic Christmas masses.
Oh, I bet I would recognize it.
I went there with at midnight mass once with my whole family, and my sister and I were kind of drunk.
Yeah.
And when they played that song, we couldn't help but laugh. Because of Mr. Bean. Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's fucking awesome.
And now I don't have to go to church anymore. There you go, kids.
You're a big kid now.
If you ever want to get out and go into mass, just get drunk before you go.
Your parents will fucking hate it.
Yeah.
They'll never want you back.
All you gotta do is sneak into the back, and they got wine back there.
Yeah.
You know? Unblessed wine, but wine nonetheless.
Does
Unless
that
it's
wine
grape
still
juice.
have alcohol in it?
Yeah.
It
I mean,
does.
it depends on where you go. If you go like somewhere in like the deep south, maybe they have non-alcoholic wine for like just reasons of.
I went
purity,
to I don't remember. I went to Catholic church when I was really young, but when I was a little older, we went to like Baptist. I don't remember.
Baptist church.
And we did like some type of fucking communion type shit, and it was some grape juice.
They have communion and.
It was some grape juice.
It was some grape juice.
It was
great. Was it Kool-Aid?
No, it was grape juice.
Wine, even if it is alcoholic, it's like very mildly.
Man, I was like, wine?
I actually.
And no, it's
wine?
Oh, wine!
One of my cousins one
mama.
time.
oh, mama.
Oh god. Anyway,
where were you going when
where was I going?
We took you off of this path.
I don't remember. You already took me off the path.
All right.
Yeah.
What about those notes?
Were you reading those?
Oh no,
we didn't.
I thought there were notes.
I like this drawing on the back though.
Thank you.
Is that a hedgehog in the fog?
Hedgehog in the Fog?
Absolutely. You told me to watch that. That shit is.
It's one of my favorite short films. I forget.
Here's a hair plug.
Yeah.
Hedgehog in the Fog.
It's an animated short made a long time ago, and it's still just stunning.
All right.
Yeah.
It's like stop motion.
It's an old Russian folktale, and I forget what the original name of it was because it's obviously in Russian. I forget the artist's name too. I should probably be more prepared, but anyway, yeah,
Well, you probably weren't planning on talking.
I
about
wasn't
it,
actually. I was just drawing.
I got to see that photo.
Fog is like cotton.
Yeah.
Fog is like cotton.
It's cotton or some shit.
Well, no, it's a very practical.
It's stop motion. It's not like hand drawn.
Well, he still used
yeah,
like Disney style. What are they called?
drawings.
No. It's the device that they have the panes of glass on, which is the
windows.
The film cells are like I forget.
Where it's painted backgrounds.
Yeah, and they have like very
transparency.
Shut up. It has a very like practical method of like displaying different layers of an environment on top of each other, and you film from a vertical angle down on the whole scene. And
it's very complicated.
It's very cool.
It's use a computer.
Yeah.
What's the point?
How long are we going? Are we doing the quiz now?
Oh, don't even worry about it.
Don't even worry. What the hell are you doing?
I focus more if I get to fiddle with things.
God. Should we get you some Play-Doh?
I mean, there's really nothing else to say about this movie. I'm sorry that I keep picking these fucking fart
No. I'm
glad I watched it. I don't want to ever see it again.
Yeah, I don't think I'd watch it again. I just been interested about this movie for a while.
I'm glad I watched it. It added something to my learning of.
I keep picking artsy fartsy,
it's cool.
stupid movies. I'm sorry, guys.
Bring it on.
I don't mean to let you down, and make you cry and stuff.
We need to. I did not cry during this movie.
Did you cry during Greenberg?
No.
Did you cry during?
I don't know if
I cried comedy. No, because you never saw it.
No, I didn't.
What'd you say?
I don't know if I've cried during any of our films.
I haven't cried.
In Bruges.
What was the last movie you remember crying to?
A lot.
I feel like.
I mean, legit.
I'm not afraid of my emotions.
Oh, neither am I.
No, I get that vibe from both of you, actually.
Oh, come on. I feel like you guys have seen me cry.
Yeah, you've seen me cry.
Oh man, I haven't seen either of you cry.
I've been drunk and cried.
It's a bad sight. That was when I was.
We're emotional.
The Iron Giant. I rewatched it.
Yes, I'm right there with you.
Yeah, I cried.
You know, I've told you both.
Fantastic.
I don't think I've ever seen that whole movie, and I know I'm fucking up.
Well, you know they're re-releasing
Brad Bird, baby.
They just re-released it.
Maybe we
to
should all
theaters.
see that.
They already did.
I would love to see that.
They already did.
Well, maybe we have time.
They already did. They only did it for like a few days.
Oh, Jesus.
I remember talking about that.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah.
You build me up.
I remember a movie that I really
like.
You guys remember that movie, Simon Birch?
Sounds familiar.
He was like a midget, like a dwarf, short person kid, and he was saved. He was really smart and funny, and everybody loved him. And then the fucking bus crashed, and guess who saved the day?
Superman.
Motherfucking Simon Birch. The bus crashed.
I'm on the edge of my seat.
The bus crashed.
And
does he die?
Into the fucking river. Okay, check this.
Yeah.
He swam down like a motherfucking superhero type shit.
Oh shit.
Wait, how?
With his arms and legs.
He was a midget.
But he had him.
Dude, that's still
awesome. And then
anyway, okay.
And then
he
saved the motherfucking day and everybody lived. And then in the future, Jim Carrey was his best friend.
He wasn't a radio host.
Oh man! Wow.
He was a radio host?
No, I said he wasn't a radio.
He wasn't a radio. That was a good, strangely interjected previous reference.
It's okay.
That was good.
It was self-referential.
I don't get it.
It was really good.
In the beginning of the episode, I said
talking about how
I made a really dumb joke about how radio hosts measured the distance to the microphone with their foot
because they don't have arms.
Oh man, that's a deep cut.
Yeah. It might have been funnier if we didn't explain it.
Yeah, it might have, but it doesn't matter.
You know, our one listener.
Hey, have faith in yourself.
I wonder what his name is actually. What do you think the name? No, what do you think the name of our listener is?
I don't know. We probably know him. Max listens.
Yeah, but
fuck him.
Yeah, this is a hair plug. Fuck Max.
Fuck it.
Oh man,
that's a local one. So
hey Max, you're all right.
Oh god. I think okay. It's time. It's time.
Time to move on here.
It's time for
quiz.
All right. I'm so glad it's my pick.
Wait.
It's really selfish, but I always like my picks more than.
No, I think this is what we should be doing.
Yeah.
Pick
stuff that we like.
Don't be afraid.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid of no quiz.
I'm afraid of heights, roller coasters, shark diving, and riding on planes.
New things is what you said to me one time.
Yes, but I mean, really, that's everyone.
Is it? Some people aren't pussies. Like previously stated.
I'm adding you to the list of people who have called me pussy.
Oh, I didn't call you a pussy. And if I have called you a pussy, this is not the first time.
That's true. That's actually true.
I haven't called you a pussy, but if I have, this isn't the first time.
Like when I was like scared.
Sometime, anytime.
I must have been scared.
Because I probably
of fire or
absolutely have.
Anyway, quiz time. All right, so I actually have a lot of notes that we're just gonna straight up give away the movie. So I'm gonna leave those for the last part.
That's good planning.
All right, this
Solid.
is strange. This is strange. Okay, I'm just gonna start off. This is obviously an action.
Obviously,
Obviously,
it's an action
by
movie.
by the look on my face, like
By the
how excited
intensity
I am.
of
Marathon Man.
No, what is that?
don't.
It's a good action movie.
I've never even
Don't-
heard
we-
of that.
Dustin
That's like the Running Man.
We only
But
get
it went even longer.
one guess per question.
Well, I wasn't going to get one off of that one.
I'm just
so.
saying, because otherwise
I might as well throw one out
start
there.
saying shit.
Okay.
And I will say that
Last Action Hero.
original. No.
Ooh, nice.
All right.
It's a good one.
Ooh, nice. Nice guess.
Solid guess, man.
Ooh, yeah.
Originally, the director actually wanted it to be a straightforward historical telling and not a action romance as most blockbuster.
Pearl
films are.
Harbor.
No, you fucking Michael Bay is
last
not
of the
that.
Last of the Mohicans.
No, but I love that movie.
I
That
know.
is one
I
of my-
figured you would.
That is one of my favorite movies, actually.
That's been a long time.
Daniel Day-Lewis, baby. Anyway, this film includes 3 Game of Thrones cast members.
Oh.
Total. Okay. And
Harry
they're actually kind of like subverted in the movie. You wouldn't notice them.
Okay.
Yeah. The movie was edited for a total of 15 months just for the director's cut. Which, when you guys watch this, you have to watch the director's cut. You can't-
Alexander.
No. No. It's on
That
those
shit's
lines,
4
though.
hours.
Yeah.
Oh.
$250,000 were spent just on flags.
What?
Braveheart.
No.
Just on
Still
flags.
a good
Good
guess.
guess.
Still
I
a good
haven't had
guess.
a guess yet. Not.
Chainmail from the movie was made by What a Workshop, who made it for Lord of the Rings, actually.
Oh,
If you've
I was
ever
thinking
seen-
Lord of the Rings, but you said historical, so.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? You asked me.
He said it was meant to be a historical
Right.
movie.
So why wouldn't Lord of the Rings be a...
Because it
Well,
didn't
because he
actually
knows how
happen.
much I fucking love the movie. Okay. This is another...
I was trying to
this one
do a
should
sarcastic
actually,
bit there,
this
and
one
you did not fucking catch on. No, Andrew, don't continue.
What?
Don't continue.
I need
You
to-
didn't get my bit, and you just walk through it.
Pause
No,
the
it doesn't
quiz.
matter.
Quiz pause.
No, it doesn't matter.
Okay, anyway. Edward Norton played a leading role and was asked not to be credited. I know that's going to kind of confuse both of you. if you don't
leading
already.
role?
He was in a leading role in the film and asked not to be credited. Not
Okay.
for because he hated it, but
Right.
for just
Dramatic purposes.
Yeah,
Whatever.
exactly. Yeah. The director was Ridley Scott. Should be getting closer now. I'm going to start getting into the spoiler.
I don't know, and I
spoiler
feel really bad.
Historical.
Yeah. Okay, I can't say that one. Yeah. Okay, Ridley was provided 4 bodyguards upon arriving on set.
Bodyguards?
Bodyguards.
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 I thought you said bodyguard.
You said
I
body-
probably did.
I
meant
was
to
like,
say
what's a fucking
bodyguards.
bodyguard?
Ridley
Like
Scott was provided 4 bodyguards upon arriving in Morocco, which is where they filmed.
Passion of the Christ.
No. You don't know? Okay. All right. I actually expected that to really give it
sand
away.
type shit, huh?
Yeah, sand type shit. Oh man, that's fucking fantastic. Okay,
Prince of Persia.
I'm gonna give you guys just one more really fucking
Oh boy.
really big clue. All right. So Ridley was congratulated for his even-handed.
Why do you call him Ridley?
Because
Because he knows him personally.
yeah, Ridley Scott was congratulated for his even-handed depiction of the Islamic religion.
Oh shit.
I can't believe you guys haven't guessed it yet.
The Mummy.
No. No. All right. I'm gonna call it if you guys don't have a guess.
I don't have any idea.
Yeah, no idea.
Shit.
Doesn't mean I haven't seen it. I just don't.
Yeah. No, I
nothing's
know
coming
you
to me.
both have at least heard of it. This is a really popular film.
Why don't you run down the list? Summarize.
All of them?
Yeah, just summarize. You don't have to give us every...
Okay, filming
Yeah.
The Siege took 21 days and the actual historical event was only 13 days.
That doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
Filming The Siege
Mm-hmm. I don't want to give away the movie. That's why I'm trying to keep these.
Well, you got nothing. You got no low key ones, so you might as well give it because we don't. Yeah. I don't
Orlando Bloom was the main actor.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
No.
Troy.
No, but that was actually a good guess.
Is there something about the Crusades? Is there a movie about the Crusades I don't know about?
Oh,
yes. I guess so. I guess you haven't seen it. Guess. This is your only guess. This is your only guess.
I can't think of what it's called.
I was trying to think of something about the Crusades for a long time. I can't think of the name of the movie.
I've seen this.
It's Kingdom of Heaven.
Kingdom of Heaven.
There you go.
Fuck.
You haven't seen it?
No.
Okay,
I completely forgot the movie existed.
Wow. That's actually not surprising because the movie underperformed with its original budget was like $130 million.
Cool.
And it made close to that, but it didn't make much more than it, I think.
All right, Kingdom of Heaven it is. And I get to pick next week.
Yes.
Because none of us got it.
Yeah, he was close, but...
You were close.
I had more guesses, so that counts for something.
No.
I didn't see any of you guys get close. I know you were just like,
I was close. I was on the right path.
You were on... No, I mean...
Yeah, I just forgot the movie.
Don't fucking undercut my shit.
No, I won't.
All right.
But yeah, this movie had more controversy than I remember it having.
Because of Heaven?
No, because it was filmed like soon after 9/11. And the movie is about Catholicism and
religious
Islamic
attacks. And,
it's
cool.
Still a lot of relevant themes in the movie. Actually, I love this movie. But I'm gonna say you have to watch the director's cut. You can't watch the.
How long is the director's cut?
It's not much longer. It's like maybe 20 minutes of extra footage.
Well, how many times of that?
I'm probably gonna. I think I have it. But if I don't, I'm actually definitely going to buy it because I want the movie anyway.
Okay, I can also look at the library.
Yeah, I was going to say library.
Well, just whatever you do. The reason I say
the Columbus, hair plug, the Columbus library system
is our library.
Fantastic.
Are we plugging the library?
Yes, we absolutely
I live right across from it, and it actually...
because it's been closed for like a year.
Yeah, it's been closed for a year, and I wanted to go there. Yeah, I wanted to go there.
I used to go to the main library on field trips, like when I was a kid.
It's rad.
Yeah.
I actually can't wait to see the inside of it. It's just I don't know when the
Bexley one's pretty good.
Really?
I don't find much joy browsing in libraries anymore. I usually if I find something I want, I reserve it and I just go get it.
Yeah.
I'm kind of
You don't like discovering anymore?
I love...
It's just hard to discover.
That's the point.
There's too much. There's too much.
I like
That's the beauty
I
of
like
it.
to buy anything like that, like whether it be
Finding
library
a
or
rare
like a
gem.
bookstore or like a record or like a comic book.
Yeah.
Whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Shit like collectible stuff. I like to I know I can go buy it.
Yeah, but you can't keep the things from the library.
No, but it's still fun to
You can. Yes, you can.
I usually only go in
not
looking
gonna
for
risk
graphic novels because I don't fucking read real books usually.
I see.
Mm-hmm.
But like going into a place and finding the thing you want,
Mm-hmm.
as opposed to just knowing like I can get it on the internet and it's easy and there it is.
Yeah.
Something fun about like
I've
seeing other people's faces,
searching for it.
Yeah.
You know?
Recently, I've
going out.
I explained this to Drew that I shop on Amazon and I add things to a wish list instead of buying them, and he compared it to like consumerist edging. Like you pick out,
it's edging.
Yeah, you pick out the thing you want, and then instead of actually getting
like you almost
you
come
just
the
save
website.
it.
You just pinch it
the
off.
website Pinterest is actually that to an extreme. Like it's, I go on there and I'm looking at everything I wish I could have.
Oh,
you actually Pinterest though?
Pinterest is just for girls.
I do. No, it's not.
You can everybody know that it's for girls.
You're both sexist. But no, I go on there because it's got a lot of good art reference.
Art, it's the hair club for Pinterest.
It's better than just Google Images.
Hair club for Pinterest. We love the Pinterest because we don't like the Google images.
Hey, do you guys know how to turn off the safe search on the Google?
You go incognito, bro.
I mean, it's nothing like weird. It's just I'm looking for some boobies.
Yeah, you Google boobies and then here we'll
boobies.
turn this off and then we'll.
It's got to be a
I'll show you
name.
how to
It's
do
got to be a
boobies.
name for like sexual position.
Google boobies.
Google boobies. Google.
It's a website.
It's just fucking bubbles again. It doesn't make any sense.
You gotta turn your. You gotta go to the lock and you gotta unlock the lock.
There's no lock on my computer.
Wait, no, just scroll down. It says bubble butts right there. I think you'll like that too.
Bubble butts.
No, I think that's actually like a bubble blowing competition.
Oh.
That actually sounds kind of cool.
Yeah, that's interesting.
There's a medical condition that you can get if you eat too many cigarette butts, and it's called bubble butts.
Yeah,
you blow up.
What?
Yeah. It's nothing. It's no laughing matter.
It's not. It's not. Just
man.
like
so many people die.
A lot of radio
year.
hosts fell to that awful affliction.
Oh really?
Bubble butts. They were smokers. And they didn't have arms, so they couldn't take the cigarette out of their mouths, and they swallowed them.
Wow.
Is it carcinogenic when it comes out, too?
A lot of magicians got their inspiration from their sacrifice.